Hello, Rimfire friends. So I've been shooting the Brno today, getting used to the stock and trying a couple different positions, like off this thing behind me. Mainly because we have a match coming up this Sunday, and I want to make sure that I've worked out all the bugs. So far, the stock has changed a few things. It seems to be more accurate with ammo that I wouldn't have considered an accurate round for this rifle previously, which usually means that that's a good thing with the bedding and that sort of thing. So that's nice. I got to do some more experimentation. But one of the downsides to my finger is it is very uncomfortable to shoot at weak side, and we have a weak side stage in this upcoming match. I've tried to do it with my middle finger, which helps with the feel, but it stretches my hand, and so anyway, it's a whole bunch of challenging nonsense I've got to figure out. But anyway, got a 3-inch target at 150 yards. I'm going to try and take some shots using some Ely club. The wind's pretty good down there, so I'm actually having to hold on the leftmost edge of the 3-inch circle. So hopefully I can hit it a couple of times. See how I do. Comfort-wise, this stock is like literally hard to believe for me because having been the one that designed it, I could design all the things into it that I wanted, and I have absolutely no revisions that I want to make to this grip. This grip, for me, is about as ideal as I could want. I had to design it so, obviously I could shoot right and then weak side as well. So the grip is very ergonomic, primarily for a right hand, like 90% so, but still had to be able to shoot weak side as well. I think it was 5 in a row. That was fun. So let's try, I don't really know the dope for this, but let's try, I'm gonna try at 200. See if I can hit, there's a 4-inch one there, see if I can hit that. Ooh, I don't know if you guys heard that, but yep. There, that's pretty good. Typically, Ely Club wasn't this rifle's. Even I would consider it being mediocre ammo. And I actually have quite a bit of it, so I brought it out today just to kind of warm up with it, and it turned out to be quite an accurate round today in the new stock configuration. It goes to show you how much the older stock wasn't supporting this rifle properly. And I haven't played around with action screw torque or anything like that. I just kind of set it. I think I put 30 and 30 just to get into the stock, but with full contact bedding and heavy duty epoxy pillars in it compared to before, you have a very, very stable platform. And obviously this rifle being a laminate will be stiffer compared to the walnut one. So that's encouraging for sure. I think that, like I had mentioned, I wouldn't change anything with the grip, and so that's super encouraging as well. I haven't changed the comb riser on it, the butt plate. I haven't changed anything. I just wanted to get used to it as is. There's a few cosmetic things that I notice in the actual light sitting behind it I need to do a little bit better, but that's typical of any sort of project like this. So other than that, I don't have much to complain about. I made this forend super thick for obvious reasons, and I think it's actually a little bit too thick, like maybe 1/4 inch along the profile. So it's quite beefy, and I think that's a little bit too, like the profile's a little bit too thick. I think it was a little bit thinner. It's it's like a baseball bat up here. So I'm not quite sure yet. I still got to play with it a little bit more, but we'll see. I'm still wearing my kind of temporary super budget Bushnell AR. I'm still waiting on my replacement scope to come in. The replacement scope will be a large 34 millimeter tube, so the weight and everything will change with that. So in the meantime, I'm just running the scope temporarily. So it's much smaller than the actual scope will be. One of the reasons I went with a adjustable comb is it's going to be much higher to clear the bolt handle, and so I need to be able to adjust it a little bit anyway. But I have this setting right now, and I actually made a weight. And there's a 3/16 steel bar separated by O-rings within there. There's also a steel plate behind here to balance it a little bit backwards. That was just something I was playing around with. But anyway, like I said, the only challenge today was my finger in terms of shooting performance. The gun is shooting better than it ever did in the walnut stock, which is super encouraging, like I said. I basically showed up here and shot some groups, and I'll take my target down and I'll show you guys later, but like I shot some absolutely outstanding groups with Federal Auto Match, which I've practiced with before, and would get about an inch at 50, kind of just typical practice ammo. It certainly has never turned in one-hole groups like it did today. So I'll show you that, and as well as some Ely Club. This stuff rather, I took some groups out, shot some groups with some TAC-22, and of course SK Long Range Match, which I'll be shooting this Sunday. And yeah, so just kind of a successful session when it comes to checking the actual performance of this rifle. And I think as a project, if the range performance or what happens as a result of you making a stock change, because let me tell you, not every time when you do a stock or a chassis change or whatever do you have an improvement in groups. You go out and you buy yourself a Boyd's, for example, and you slap it on your CZ, it might shoot exactly the same. It might fit you better and you're more comfortable, but how does it shoot? And so a lot of times that comes down to bedding on a rimfire and how it's bedded and how you select your bedding and how involved it is. I know typically in a rimfire, especially on an older one, I'll only bed the rear tang and the front. It's hard to get a good solid bedding on an older rimfire because of oil soak in the wood after all the years. But on this one, I had the advantage of it was a virgin plywood, right? So it really took to bedding very well. And I got a world-class contact of this receiver, and it's definitely starting to show here. So getting an accuracy change from a stock switch is amazing, and then getting one from a proper bedding job is even more amazing. So I'm going to retest all ammo again and see now that it's in a stock, but it's shooting better than it was before. With today, I only brought ammo that I normally would practice with, like TAC-22 normally does pretty good in this batch that I have, and Ely Club has never, like I said, never shot this well as it did today. Neither Federal Auto Match, so that's an improvement right there. Now that could also mean that it doesn't like other things that it used to. That's a distinct possibility as well. So we'll have to do some more testing and find out. But anyway, my purpose of today was came out, like I said, to test, get some dope for the match, get all zeroed and ready to go, which I've done. And I'll post up those pictures at the end of this video, show you guys how it shot today with stuff I mentioned. But anyway, I'm going to leave that here, this one here. Any questions or comments, leave them below, and I'll do my best to answer them. But if not, I'll catch you guys at the next one.